As a fan of The Simpsons, I'm sure that you will agree that Homer is one of the most beloved characters on the show. From family life to work at the nuclear power plant, Homer's antics never fail to entertain, and that is why today we are going to check out 3 more classic episodes, Homer Simpson Edition. Number 3, Team Homer. The episode starts off with Homer at a deserted Moe's Tavern, which they then decide to go to the bowling alley. Seeking a new challenge, Homer proposes that Moe, Apu, and Otto should form a bowling team. However, in order to compete in the league, they need $500. In a stroke of luck, Homer goes to Mr. Burns' office just as he's under the influence of ether, and in his delirium, Mr. Burns mistakes Homer for the iconic doughboy Poppin' Fresh and gives him the money that they need. With their newfound funds, the Pimp House dominates the competition and sets their sights on the league trophy. But their triumph is short-lived as Mr. Burns realizes his mistake and joins the team to seek revenge. Also, they had to remove Otto from the team in order for Mr. Burns to join. Homer, Moe, and Apu become increasingly frustrated with Mr. Burns' sabotaging tactics, causing them to lose every game. They demand that Homer confront Mr. Burns and kick him off the team. However, when Mr. Burns surprises them with new uniforms, the team has a change of heart and allows him back on the team. As they head into the championship game against the Holy Rollers, they find themselves in an unexpected situation.
Spoiler alert!
In a shocking twist, Mr. Burns ends up winning the game for the team. I mean, Otto did kind of help him out. But instead of sharing the trophy, he takes it all for himself. Homer refuses to let Mr. Burns take all the glory and takes matters into his own hands by breaking into his mansion to steal the trophy. Unfortunately, he's met with ferocious guard dogs and he's mauled while his teammates abandon him. It's a chaotic and comical scene that leaves everyone stunned, and if you haven't seen this classic episode by now, I recommend you guys go and watch it. Number 2. Deep Space Homer. The episode begins at the Springfield nuclear power plant where it's time for the Worker of the Week award to be given out. Homer is confident that he'll win the award as every employee is entitled to it under the plant's union agreement. But to his dismay, Mr. Burns decides to give the award to an inanimate carbon rod, leaving Homer feeling dejected and unappreciated. Homer watches a space shuttle launch on TV but finds it boring and switches the channel. NASA, concerned about their low ratings, decides to send an average person into space to boost popularity. Homer calls NASA to complain about their boring launches, leading them to believe he's the perfect candidate. When they confront him at Moe's Tavern, Homer initially blames Barney for the call, but when he realizes the opportunity at hand, he ends up taking full credit. NASA takes both Homer and Barney to Cape Canaveral for astronaut training exercises, but they can only select one of them for their upcoming space mission. Despite the alcohol ban imposed by NASA, Barney excels in the training and is chosen to fly with Buzz Aldrin and Race Banyon. However, after celebrating his victory with non-alcoholic champagne, Barney reverts to his alcoholic self and injures himself, declaring Homer the winner by default. Homer ends up sneaking potato chips on board the shuttle, which float around and cause chaos. Honestly, as a kid, I probably replayed this scene like 100 times. Although he saves the day by eating them, he accidentally destroys an ant farm, leading to further problems. After James Taylor suggests blowing the bugs out of the hatch, Homer almost gets sucked out himself but manages to save the day by sealing the door with a carbon rod. Despite Buzz Aldrin declaring Homer a hero, the inanimate carbon rod becomes the media's focus and receives all the credit. While Homer feels disappointed, his family still honors him for his achievement. If you're looking for a good laugh, this episode is definitely worth checking out. Finally, at number 1, we have Homer the Great. In this episode, Homer becomes suspicious of Lenny and Carl's newfound privileges at the nuclear plant. His investigation leads him to the discovery of a secret society called the Stonecutters. Homer desires to join the group, but learns that membership is only granted to those who are either born into the society or have saved the life of a member. During dinner, Homer expresses admiration for the Stonecutters and later finds out that his father is a member. As a result, he's able to join the society and experiences the benefits that come with the membership. However, while enjoying the dinner, Homer accidentally uses the society's sacred parchment as a napkin, tissue, and e-cleaner, resulting in his punishment of being stripped of his Stonecutter robes and underwear. As a surprising twist, it is revealed that Homer has a birthmark in the shape of a Stonecutter emblem, marking him as the chosen one who is destined to lead a society to greatness. Homer is then crowned in a scene parodying The Last Emperor. We'll save talking about what movies The Simpsons have done a parody on in a different video. Despite Lisa's urging to use his power for good, Homer ignores her and has Bart to drag her away. Eventually, Homer realizes that power doesn't bring happiness and attempts to help the community. However, his actions drive away the other Stonecutters who form a new society, the Ancient Mystic Society of No Homers, which obviously doesn't allow any man with a name Homer to join, except for one other man named Homer Glumplich. When Marge visits the abandoned hall to console him, she reminds Homer that he belongs belongs to an exclusive club, the Simpsons family. Overall, Homer the Great is a must-watch episode. It showcases the show's signature humor and wit while also delivering the clever commentary on power and control. If you want to see 3 classic Bart Simpson episodes, click this video right here and don't forget to tap that bell button so you don't miss a video.